So
So, good
how have
evening,
you
ma'am.
been? Yeah, good
How are
evening.
you?
I'm doing great so far. Everything is hunky dory. What about you? Thanks for asking me.
I'm also doing well. Thank you for asking me to as well.
Hmm.
And today is Basan Panchami. So,
Yeah,
a very happy Basan Panchami to you, and
same to you.
as well as your family members. And thank you so much for accepting my request to have a conversation with me. And I'm very grateful for that. And how was your day today?
My day was productive, and thank you so much for joining me. And thank you so much for being on time.
Okay, it's my pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we are meeting for the very first time,
Yeah, shall we
could you
start
please
our
introduce
introduction?
yourself?
Yeah. So, as you already know, my name is Pooja Singh, and I hail from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. I have completed BTech in Electronic Communication, and I'm devoted mother of inquisitive 5-year-old. And these days, I'm honing my communication to upgrade myself. If I talk about my hobbies, so I love to interact with different person to know about them, to know about their culture, activity, life experience. In order to that, I can also boost my confidence and I can also expand my knowledge. These days, I'm big on having session with different person, and I also love to cooking, but it's depend on my mood, not all time. And I have green thumb. Whenever I get time, I love to take care of my plant. And recently, I inculcate the habit of reading book to for the sake of English, because I want to expand my word power and comprehension power. That's why. And I also uh, simultaneously I also run a small YouTube channel where I uploaded this type of conversation video and shorts video. My channel is totally dedicated to English. Yeah, it's a nutshell who I am.
Yes.
Thank you.
So you have a nice profile. Good to know that.
Thank you
And
so much.
day before yesterday, I was one of your videos. You were having conversation with Vikas from Delhi,
Hmm.
and he has recently created his YouTube channel and started uploading some videos
Hmm.
related English conversational videos. So I watched your video from there. Then I got your email ID. Then I
Okay.
started. I thought that yes, why should not I go for having a conversation with her?
Yes,
So
definitely.
that motivated me to uh, send an email to you.
Okay.
Yes.
So could I know
So shall I
about
introduce
yourself?
myself?
Yeah. Could you introduce yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not? Why
I
not?
was also about to ask you.
Yes. So as you know, my name is Ramakant, and I am from Odisha. But I
Okay.
currently live in Mumbai because I am a working professional. I
Hmm.
work as a chef in the hospitality industry. It's been 6 years I have been working in this field.
Hmm.
And when it comes to my education background, I completed my senior secondary education in Bachelor of Arts in 2021.
Hmm.
After that, I left my study because I have some financial considerancy. Due to
Precious.
that reason, I had to leave my education. And
Hmm.
as far as my hobby is concerned, I like to cook food. As
Hmm.
I am a chef, so I
Hmm.
like to cook food,
Hmm.
and I'm into learning English. I like to learn new things every day. I like to talk to people. These are my hobbies. And
Hmm.
apart from that, I run a YouTube channel.
Hmm.
My name named Learning English Together. I upload English related content on my YouTube channel. That's
Okay.
all about
Send
myself.
me your you didn't send me your channel link. After this session,
Yes, I did.
send me. I will subscribe your channel too. Have you
Yes,
subscribed my
definitely.
channel?
Yes, yes, I subscribed your channel.
Thank you. Thank you. And please send me
Yes,
after this session. I will also do reciprocal. Okay. So as you mentioned,
definitely.
you have also a
Mhm.
imagine profile. I can say you did lots of work, hard work, and you are learning English and simultaneously run YouTube channel and working as a chef. So you have to do lots
Yes,
of things. You have many things on your plates, I can say. So what is your
yes, I
favorite?
have a lot of on my plate. I do hard work in my day-to-day life
Mm.
because I am a working professional right now on my duty. I am on my duty.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So
So,
yes, but
like,
I don't
do you
have
able to
any.
manage? Do you able to manage if there
Yes,
is
yes,
any
yes,
issue? So
yes.
we can have session
No, 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 no,
after.
no, 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 no problem, no problem. I can have the session right now
Okay,
because I don't have any work right now. So it
okay,
is
okay,
quite uh, enough time to manage the session, I would say.
okay. So do you working in hotel? Hotel?
No, 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 no. I'm not working any hotels. I'm
Hmm.
working in a guest house, which is running by Times Pro company. The
Oh,
employee who all are working in Times Pro company, they
hmm.
come to this guest house and I make food for them. That's my work.
Okay.
Right now, I'm
Yeah.
on my
Right now you are
duty. I'm in the
where?
guest house. I'm at the guest house right now. Yes.
Sorry, where?
I'm at the guest house right now
Okay, okay. And which city? Which city? I forgot. You mentioned, but I forgot.
in Mumbai.
Mumbai. Okay, it's a great city. You have opportunity. Like Mumbai is a kind
Yes,
of
I'm originally from Odisha. I hail from Odisha, but
due to the
because
job.
of my job, I'm able
Hmm.
to stay here in Mumbai.
Okay, so earlier you were big on cooking and all. How did you shift your career in chef?
Okay. There is a very big story rare of this. Okay, in 2018, I completed my 10th. After that, I moved to Mumbai with my maternal uncle.
Okay.
When I came to Mumbai with my maternal uncle for the first time, at
Hmm.
that time, I could not understand Hindi. I used to understand Hindi, but little bit.
Hmm,
I
hmm.
did not speak Hindi as well because people of Mumbai speak Hindi and Marathi.
Yes, yes,
You also know that, right?
yes, yes.
So people were talking in Hindi, but I was not able to understand. At the beginning, I faced a lot of problem, and my maternal uncle had a friend, and his friend had a canteen,
Hmm.
and my uncle got me employment at his friend's canteen. After
Hmm.
that, I started working there as a helper. So
Okay.
from there, my career started in the
Hmm.
hospitality industry.
Okay.
I at first I did not know many dishes like how to make, how to cut
Hmm.
vegetables, how to serve food
Hmm.
because I was new here in Mumbai.
Yes.
I was
Hmm.
not familiar to the city and
Yes.
the hospitality industry as well, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So the people who were working at
Hmm.
that canteen, they were making me work a lot because I was new there.
Hmm. Hmm.
Suppose
Hmm.
you were new in a at a suppose you are working for the
Hmm.
first time in a place, definitely you will face a lot of problems, right?
Yes.
So in the same way, I was facing also a lot of problem at that time, but eventually everything went well.
Hmm.
Now I am working as a chef, but I haven't done any kind of course to achieve this uh, position
Okay, by experience, you just
by
become as
experience.
a chef because you were working there since two, 2018. So it's been
2018,
18. So it's been six,
6 to 7 years.
8 years, 8 years. So already like you have been working there for eight
But I
years. So it's been a
yes,
long
but
time. Hmm.
as a chef, I have been working for 3 to 4 years
Oh, great.
as a chef. But before I was working as a helper, I need to learn all the things, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, side by side, like doing helping works, you learn say as a safe like safe activity too, side by side, by seeing and by watching, by observing. If I'm not
By
wrong.
watching, by
Hmm.
observing, by watching, and
Yes.
I used to make food also. I did not let them make. Suppose they want to make food at the kitchen, right? So
Okay.
I will tell them, don't make, I will try.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you can, yes,
When right
you can
time
guide
came.
me if I make any mistakes along the way. Yes,
Yeah.
you can guide
Yeah.
me along the way if I make any
I
mistakes.
got your. I got like when the right time came, you just grab that opportunity.
Yes.
Yes. So due to the
Absolutely.
family's responsibility and financial crisis, you just joined as a helper, and with the life experience, you just upgrade yourself as a safe.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So as you mentioned,
Yes, I
when
worked so many.
yes, yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, you continue, man.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, like when you started your helper, like as a helper job, so many people were there, they just laugh at you, mocked at you. So this type of things always happen when we enter any new activity, any new things, although in a new office, anywhere. So that this kind of activity always happen, but maybe in the India only, they're just trying to pull you down.
Maybe.
They're
Yes, it
just trying
happens
to drag
each and
you.
every place.
Yes, yes. And once we
Each and
become
every
comfortable,
industry, each and every
mm,
organization, it happens.
yes, it's happened. Not related to any particular profession. It's happened in any area. Like all, it's but I don't like this kind of things, because we have to support each other when the new person enter any new uh, field, office field, anywhere. So we have to support them, because they are always low, feel low, under confidence. They are always feel um, awkward, and like we all, as a human, we always feel awkward and low, underconfident. We are not feeling comfortable with the new activity and in a new environment, I can say. So we have to be with each other. So instead of supporting, we just try to mocking and ridicule, and
Yes, yes.
they just
Just
try to drag you down, pull you down. I don't like this
pull you
kind of
down. Yes.
things. Yeah.
But it happens.
Yeah,
In the
it's
beginning,
happened. Yes.
it happens. Yes.
Mm.
So, ma'am, so as
Yeah.
you have been learning English, so could
Mm.
you please share something about it? How long you have been learning English and how you started uploading videos uh, on your YouTube channel?
Okay. So I have started English learning and YouTube journey same time. It's been 4 months. I have started 13 September 2025 last year. So it's
Mhm.
been 4 months. And earlier I was working, but due to the some responsibility, when I got married, I had to leave my job, because that time the Corona pandemic also happened. So everyone just tried to everyone was confined in four wall, and like everyone, I'm also. And so due to the some circumstance and responsibility, I had to leave my job. And after becoming mother, I didn't get much time to think about myself. So it's 5 to 6. It took a 5 to 6 years, and now my son goes to school, and I get some time for myself. I always wanted to become independent and stand on my feet, but I live in nuclear family. I can't leave my house, and I can't leave my baby alone in my house. So that kind of compulsion I have. So, but I started learning English for the sake of my child, because from the last year he goes to school, and I have to attend PTM and all. So I felt for a while I am not like I was not able to attempt PTM in English. So although you everyone know, um, everywhere is CBSE school, ICSE school, and all parents love to send their kid in a reputed English medium school. So he is also, so I was not able to articulate my thought in front of teachers. So that was my trigger point. I thought, okay, earlier, like I was able to articulate my thought when I was working, so I can manage. But due to 5 to 6 year of gap, I did not get involvement and also, because it's all about practice. We skip practice, so we feel like another day. So That was my trigger point, and I also saw a conversation video on Facebook, conversation video between two ladies, and they both are housewife. So I can resonate with myself with them. If she can do, I can also do, like this type of things, quite convenience for me. And in order to that, I can also learn English. I can also attend PTM, and I can also provide English environment for my child. So I just started to learn English, and gradually I just feel like happiness. When I speak English, I feel more happier. I don't know. For me, it's not kind of a language. For me, it's an emotion. When I speak English, I feel more happy. When any single day I don't get any partner to speak English, especially a video call. So I feel like I did not done any productive day, any productive work for myself. So I just try to have at least one session in a day, but it's totally depend on the opposite person. If the time will match, so we will connect. Otherwise, we can't. It's not in our hand. So in that way, I started my journey, and it's been 4 months. I'm enjoying, and I want to continue in this journey. And these days, although I am not earning a single penny, but I'm content with my life. I feel happy. Okay, every day I learn something. I do for myself. So I am feeling content with life. I'm feeling happy. Yeah.
Okay. So you upload content, conversational content every single day on your YouTube channel, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
Right.
when you first saw or when you first watched that video, they were
Hmm.
communicating with each other, and it was a conversational content, and that motivated you to create your own YouTube channel, and you started, and then you started creating this type of content,
Mm-hmm.
and you started uploading.
Yes,
Okay.
because at that
And
time
it helped. It helped.
I was searching na ki what kind of job I can do, being at home and with all my responsibility with my child, what kind of things I do, and I feel okay. uh, I do something for myself, because like um, doing same thing again and again, like household chores is sometimes we feel frustrated. Okay, frustrated, and we feel okay. I'm not doing anything for myself. Always doing all things for other person, family member, and all. So this kind of thing also I feel so like doing the same thing again and again, kind of drudgery for me. So I started, and I'm enjoying a lot.
That's great. And you should enjoy the thing which you do in your day-to-day life, right? If you're
Yes.
not enjoying, then there is no use of doing that
Mm,
work, right?
mm,
Yes. And if I talk about my English journey, to be honest with you, I have been learning English for a long time. It's been 2 years.
mm.
It's been two
Yeah.
years I have been learning this
Mm,
language, but when I first started learning English, I could not understand anything. I could not speak
mm.
English at all. Even I did not understand what is the meaning of where are you from. Now you could
Oh.
imagine what my level was at that time when I first started
Mm,
learning English. Okay,
mm,
and I was unable. Whenever I tried to speak English, my mind went blank.
mm, mm,
I did not hold a conversation for 10 minutes,
mm,
right? And but I did not stop. I practiced again and again, again and again.
mm.
Now I see that my English is improving day by day. But
Yes.
earlier I was serious about my practice, but I was not practicing with consistency.
Mm,
I did not practice English with consistency or every single day, I would say. I did not practice English every single day. If I practiced English for 10 days or 15 days, then I would not practice for 10 to 15 days, another 10 to 15 days. And
okay.
that is how I was practicing. So I did not see much improvement in my English speaking skills.
Mm, mm.
But
We have to
last
be
year in
consistent.
2025,
Yes.
yes, so I started practicing with consistency, and ever since I have been practicing with consistency, I
Mm,
saw a great improvement in myself. My
Mm,
English has improved a great extent, I would say.
mm, mm.
Yes.
Yes. So how did
And
you
you should
practice? What the kind of things
practice.
you
If I
follow
talk
every
about practice, there are four
pillar?
aspect of
Yeah.
learning English, right?
Yes. Mm,
Listening, reading, writing, speaking. These are the
mm,
four aspect of learning English. But I don't um, focus on reading, writing, because whenever I
mm,
read, I feel bored, and
mm.
writing as well. But I focus on reading, sorry, speaking and listening.
Speaking,
The
listening.
first thing that I do is listening, and the second thing that I do is speaking.
Mm,
Okay, because as far as I know, when we were children, right?
mm.
How did we learn our native language?
Yes.
We
By.
learned our native language by listening
Mm,
our parents, our
mm,
relatives, our friend circle, and we had that environment as well. And
mm,
nowadays there are a lot of things that we can create an virtual English environment for ourselves to speak English, right? So there
right.
are a lot of things. There are a
Mm,
lot of applications, websites,
mm.
in which we can practice our English, right?
Yes.
So
Right.
I tried to create an virtual English environment for myself, and I started living this language in this language. Like whenever I try to do something, I think in English. If I
Okay.
go to market, I
Mm,
have to think in English, like why I'm going to market, what are
mm,
the things I'm going to buy, right? Whatever I do in my day-to-day life, I try to
mm,
think in English, because what happens when we try to speak English at first, Hindi comes
mm, mm, mm.
into our mind. After that, we get it translated in English, then we speak,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that is the lengthy process. And we make a lot of mistakes as well
Mm, yes.
when we translate and speak. So I inculcate the habit of thinking in English, and it helps me a lot to speak English with flow. Yes,
Mm,
and speaking. If I talk about speaking, I practice with ChatGPT application,
mm.
and Sunita, ma'am, her
Yes.
she is a
Yes.
YouTuber, and her from
Yes. I know. I know
Uttarakhand,
that.
right? So
Yes.
I watch her videos.
Mm,
So recently I joined her WhatsApp group.
okay.
There I get a lot of other call or notes with
Mm,
whom I practice English.
okay.
Yes, and because you already spoke with him, right?
Yes.
So I also speak with him every single day. That's
Okay.
how I practice. I speak in front of mirror. Sometimes most of the time I prefer to practice English in front of a mirror, because that helps me to build my confidence,
Yes.
and that helps me reduce or overcome my hesitation.
Yes.
Yes, and
Definitely.
that's how I practice English. And when it comes to learning vocabulary, I I simply ask to ChatGPT application to
Mm,
provide me a small story, and I
huh,
read that story. If I find any new words, after that I write them down in my notebook.
mm, mm,
Then
mm.
I
Yes.
revise it again and again. I try to make some sentences. That's how
Mm-hmm.
I learn
Mm.
new words.
Yeah,
Yes.
these days I'm
So that's
also
how
do
I
the
do.
same thing. Yeah, great to know about your journey.
Yes.
It's definitely it will inspire a lot of beginner to start their English learning speaking, because although they just wait for a perfect time. They just wait. Okay, one day I will be perfect and then I will start. They just wait for a right time, perfect time. So definitely it will help them to motivate and step out their comfort zone. Yeah, as you mentioned ChatGPT, so
Yes.
I
Yes.
also do the same thing these days. I ask ChatGPT, please give me short story using use of some new words, idioms, and phrasal verb. And after that, I read that story and I just try to record and just try to remember whenever we read found any new word and new idiom related to relate with any story, so we can remember for a long time. Instead of
Yes.
searching new words, we have to search new words idiom in the form of short story.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So as you
So
mentioned, everyone, yeah. Go ahead. And you also mentioned one thing, we have to
Yes,
think in English a lot. In order to that, we will once we like when we think in English, so we just wired our brain and like accustom our brain with the use of English, and our brain will become habitual.
it becomes a habit.
Yeah, it's become a habit, and habit become a second nature by time.
Yes, absolutely. It
Yes.
will become a second nature. If you always try to think in English, it will
Hmm.
become a second nature
Yes.
uh, by the time,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, it
So,
takes time.
and with the
Everything
time,
takes time. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yes. So, with you, it was a great session. Do you have any question? Then ask me. Otherwise, we should wind up this session. And because I also always want short video, because people don't watch long video. That's why I always prefer to record
Okay,
short
okay,
video. Yeah.
okay.
So it was a nice
So,
conversation. You do you have any question?
it
Then
was
ask.
also a nice conversation.
Yeah.
No, ma'am, it was a also nice conversation with you. So, I have a question for you. Can we go for another session?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Because
Um,
I did not realize how the time flew away, right? So I want to
yes.
have another conversation with you.
No,
So
we have 10 minutes more time. If you have any question, you can ask me.
okay,
Yes.
so if you like, if you become a proficient speaker,
Hmm.
if you become a well-versed English speaker, how English will add value to your life?
Yeah. If I will become a fluent speaker, eloquent speaker, so definitely people will look at me. They will start respecting me, and as a human being, everyone wants respect. So and after becoming a fluent in English, eloquent speaker, if I am able to speak in public and I'm able to I can say address lots of like 100 people. So uh, I feel more confident. Okay, I feel okay now. I'm kind of person who can speak in public, and after becoming fluent, I can do lots of things. I can, in career terms too, I can give tuition classes. I can start my own training institute, spoken training institute, and I was kind of person who speak. I look up that person. I looked up that person who speak fluent, really like who are able to speak English. I looked up that kind of person. So I also thought the same thing. If I'm able to speak English fluently and eloquently, so people will look at me. I can grow in my career. I can start my career again. I can help other person who really want to learn English.
Okay,
So I feel more content because English is for
that's
me
great.
it's an emotion, and I'm very passionate towards English. I can't describe in a word.
That's great. Good to know that. And definitely it will add a lot of value because
Mm,
when you speak English in front of people, they will think you are educated
mm.
person,
Yeah,
right?
no matter,
Even though you don't
like
have a higher
yeah, no
education,
matter knowledge and no matter degree. They think,
yes,
okay, if she
yes,
is able to
absolutely. They
speak
will
English,
start respecting you.
yes, yes.
It will develop your personality as
Mm,
well. And if you know how to speak English or if you have good communication skill in English, you can teach English others, right?
mm,
The people
mm,
who want to learn English, you can teach them. You
yes.
can start. A lot of opportunity will open up for you,
Mm,
right?
yeah,
So
right.
that is why also I am learning English. As I told you that I don't have a higher level of education, so I have only 12th degree in my hand, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if I know how to speak English, if I have good
Yes.
communication skills in English,
Mm-hmm.
I can go abroad as well
Mm,
for work purpose. I
yes.
can apply for a good job in a good organization,
Mm,
right?
yes,
And
right.
and it will help me to build my confidence
Mm-hmm.
and lot of things. It will help
Yes.
me to develop my personality. So
So your
that
future
is why
goal
I'm
is,
learning English.
yeah, so I got your point. Your future goal is going abroad and working there as a chef, if
Yes,
I'm not wrong.
definitely. If I get and yes, yes, if I get a chance, then definitely I will not miss the boat. I'll
Mm-hmm.
try. I will try my level best to the to grab the opportunity and go abroad, start working
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, I totally agree
everyone
with
wants that.
you. Mm-hmm. And we have to want more. We don't have to satisfy with whatever we do. We always raise our bar. In order to that, we can achieve our goal and we can earn more money. And after earning more money, we
Yes,
feel happy,
absolutely.
and we can do anything. We can provide lots of facility, luxury facility for our family and all. We can also fulfill our dream. So I can feel like
Yes,
we have to be good command on English because although degree and skill matter, but there are lots of person who has degree skill but they
but you
can't
can
speak.
survive.
Yes.
You can survive without degree if you
Hmm,
have
hmm, hmm.
skills, because skills are more important than degree nowadays.
Yes, yes,
But
nowadays.
degree is important uh, when you will go to give your interview,
Yeah, you are
right? At that time
eligible
they will see your
for,
degree. After that,
yeah, degree is mandatory, but you are eligible for that particular profile. That's it.
yes,
And if you want to crack
yes,
for that profile, you have to be good commander in English. Without knowing English,
yes, absolutely.
although you can manage enter in that particular field, but you can't survive for a long time.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, yes.
So, do you have any question for me, ma'am?
No, no. Right now I don't have, and we will
Okay,
catch up again with the new topic definitely.
okay, ma'am. Thank you.
It was a meaningful
Thank you so
session
much.
with you. Yes.
Yes, it was a wonderful conversation with you and nice to meet you. And I'm very glad to have a session with you, ma'am. And I hope that I will meet you again with another wonderful, meaningful session.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
may I also upload this video on my YouTube channel?
Yes,
Am I
we will record.
allowed it to?
Mm-hmm.
No, no, I didn't record because I asked you to record. Now, if you are recording, then you can send it to me. I will upload.
Okay, okay. You can upload. I will send you. Okay, no worries. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so
So
much,
bye
ma'am.
bye.